Hey people, Intrid here, 1v1, Green Tooth Jungle, blue team, or blue side even. It's Fathom with a Warboss, a melee hero, will give you objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Pretty damn angry too. Up against Choco Bambus, a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat by default, great for capping and harassing with some powerful control. Exodite's elite scheme. Two very experienced players here. Choco Bambus is one of the real old guard, like 10 years playing this game off and on. Not sure about Fathom, don't know if they've been playing for that long, but they're a very experienced player. So it should be good. Already annoying the Warboss who just backs away from the mid, fair enough. Just single shooters here for Fathom. I hope it's into Storm Boys and Pain Boy. That'd be super fun. We've got Howling Banshees for Choco Bambus, grabbing their natural VP here. Pretty good map for Webways, I think. Especially when there's only one shooter boy squad around, it might be hard for them to spot it. Gonna get your own VP, fellas. Warp Spider's gonna come and annoy you, but he does. Warboss is on the prowl though. I'm not gonna let him get away with it easily. Just break this stuff that he's hiding behind. Not sure what the default DPS of a Warp Spider is. I'm sure it's a very annoying number though. Just shoots you a bit and backs off. Eldar get to the mid. If we do see a Pain Boy come out here, it's gonna be might be very tough for the Banshees to do their job. Maybe the Warp Spider could get the heavy gauge to stun the Pain Boy before he heals the sluggers. Because if he gets that heal off, Banshees have lost the fight basically, I think, unless these guys can hit grenades, of course. All these various things that can happen in a fight to switch it around. Looters it is from Fathom, really. They're going to get tied up a lot by the Warp Spider, but it does force the Warp Spider to take part in the fights and not be capping stuff, and gives you something to counter-initiate. Maybe even the custom shooter to mess him up when he teleports in, make him retreat immediately basically if you swarm him. Some power bashing there for the Eldar. Warboss wants to do the same thing, get on this node. There's a natural back here. Natural here for Fathom has not been capped yet, interestingly. Here's the looters. They have a death gun, which is as cool as it sounds. It's like a bucket of bullets on the side there. Who cares how it works? They're Orks. Suppressing and doing huge damage from close range in that limited firing arc it has. It also has to set up before it fires and tear down before it can move again. So maybe Banshees can flank around and jump on it even if the Warp Spider's not around. Looks like Choco Bambus wants to take this fight. It's only the sluggers and the Warboss. You can see why. No sign. Oh, we do have battle equipment on both actually. Oh, and Heavy Gauge is already here. And there it is. Heavy Gauge filament stunning the Warboss. Banshee's getting in on retreat. Grenades as well, maybe. Using Fleet to get in position. Oh, they tried to grenade the Warboss, not the sluggers there, I think. Very, very cheeky. Oh, and it is a Pain Boy. Pain Boy's in. No Storm Boys, though. But we got one of the boys. This guy can heal over time friendly Orc units. We'll also explode them to do some damage and stuff in tier 2. Do some surgery later on as well. Pressure here from Choco Bambus. I don't think they're going to get on the power. There's a heal on the looters. Need to keep moving though, fellas. It's a really strong heal over time, even after it was nerfed. Pain Boy running into the double guardians. Gets them moving, which means they're not shooting at him at least, I guess. Warp Spider teleports out into not cover and starts shooting at the shooter boys who are also not in cover. Pain Boy is taking some damage here. Needs to be careful. Kills the Warp Spider, I think. Yes. It's got a damage over time melee weapon. Can the Banshees get him? I don't think they can. Shooter boys with no upgrades. They need to get their big shooters up. I think Warboss misplaces his stomp there. That was a special attack. Neither of them hit. Banshees took actually quite a lot of damage from the default shooter boys there. Warboss is pissed. Got his spiky armor going. Big chunk of hit points and health regen, as well as the damage on attack. When something attacks him, that is. The Banshees don't want to engage that guy at all now. It's good damage on the Warboss. Not wasting the heavy gauge now either, when he's not a threat. Oh, it's the Knob Leader first for the shooter boys. Get some detection up, some more Daka. Why not? Makes them more survivable as well if they get hit by grenades and stuff. Here's that Warp Spider as predicted, getting in and tying up those looters. That's really helping in these fights, contesting these points well, because they can tie things up so easily. Maybe get some power blades in tier 2 even, because we might see a war truck. I assume we're going to see a war truck. Pile in the Pain Boy and the Sluggers to great effect. Sluggers now have their burners. Oh, but they're being picked off here. Wow, having to retreat. Where's the DPS of this thing? 34 piercing DPS on a teleporting hero that can also stun ya. Yeah, it's just warp spider things. Pain Boy in the firing line. Shooter Boy is getting exploded. When death spinners hit you and kill you, you just turn into bits. And the looters lure in the warp spider. No, he teleports out. Choco Bambus showing restraint there, knowing that the Banshees aren't around to help him. Oh, I didn't drop a model though, did it? No models dropped on the Banshees. Anything for the Warboss? Oh, they did get the custom shooter. Look at that. Almost as much DPS as that heavy gauge. After that spiky armor there. There's tier 2 for Choco Bambus. Maybe we'll see the anti-grav grenade. I'd love to see that thing in action. I think it's kind of a little bit underutilized. Pretty damn good controllability. And it's only 20 power, I believe. Anti-grav grenade. Guardians looking for the flank, using a bit of that Eldar mobility. They're going to run into sluggers, but they have grenades for that. Getting some shots on the power. Pain Boy might allow the sluggers to approach with his heal, but it's going to be dicey. The mid looters are going to set up. They might get flanked by the... Oh, they're facing the Guardians, actually. There's the heavy gauge on the Warboss just to annoy him even more. Grenades on the Pain Boy, I guess. Some good hits. Has to heal himself. Tier 2 for Choco Bambus. Falcon will do some good work here. Very good work. And it counters the War Truck pretty well. That I assume we're going to see. But maybe they'll surprise me. Get the Weird Boy. And then maybe they'll get some Storm Boys. There's that shoot 'em good. Not sure. Are they like identical, those two abilities? I thought shoot 'em good did a bit of AoE, but maybe they removed that. Oh, it's warp spiders for Choco Bambus. Okay. Good thing to frustrate the Warboss and the Pain Boy and the Sluggers with to teleport around. Also, something else they can teleport onto the looters to tie them up. And the Warp Spider Exarch gets a power melee weapon, I believe, when he's up. When they get the aspect, he gets power blades like the Warp Spider has. Although the Warp Spiders aren't power melee at the start. Look at that, beautifully caught. Warp Spider gets on them. Fathom was looking for the double Guardian engagement, but then shoots him good on the Warp Spider's face. Looks like the stun was staggered there. It like stunned them. Then he got out of the stun, and then another burst came in and another stun. I don't think the heavy gauge works like that. I think it's a constant stun on the heavy gauge. Crack shot up on the Warp Spiders there. Nasty stuff. Global ability of the Warp Spider Exarch giving damage and range. Yeah, it's a great thing to have for your Warp Spiders. Look at that. Just exploding things. There's the tier 2 for Fathom. A little bit late on the trigger there. Banshees with their Exarch popping in. Aspect of Strength. Supported by the Warp Spiders. Is it enough? There's the heal over time for the Sluggers. The Git Source. Don't have their Knob Leader, of course. They're not tier 2. I don't see it queued up either. This could be dicey. They're still chasing them. Oh, there's use your choppers. That evens it up. Always forget about using your choppers, don't you, Indrid? Can they kill him? Warp Spider trying to help. Use your choppers gives a 35% melee damage increase, and is it like 35 melee skill as well? It's something like that. It's a lot of melee skill, so you don't get special attacked and disrupted and knocked all over the place, which can often win a melee fight if something gets knocked over. It is a war truck for Fathom. Warp Spiders get their haywire from the aspect, and maybe power blades to finish it off then. No sign of it yet. They haven't seen the war truck, of course. Guardians getting their Warlock fellas to help out. Gives them a base damage resistance, I think, and they can use Embolden like that to get even more damage and damage resist, I believe. I think that was recently nerfed a bit though. Messed up the shooter boys, alright. And they're on the power. Banshee's on the prowl too. Don't want to engage the Warboss because of the spiky armor, but I'm sure they'll do it to get a retreat kill or something. There's those warp spiders. Here they are. See now the dual power blades on the Exarch. And they get a cool haywire. War truck has been spotted. Does Chocobambus try to tech up here? Or do they steal Falcon? Or maybe even Wraithlord, because that'll mess up the sluggers and the melee blob. Wraithlord's expensive though. Warboss is going to go down, I think. There's the haywire. Banshee's on it. Maybe they don't even need anything else. They got the Banshees with the spear. Sluggers and Painboy piling out. Grenade. Nicely done. Set up by the suppression of the washout. Oh, Banshee's in retreat. They're not going to get it this time. But maybe they can pull that off next time. And tech up the tier 3 here. Is it a bit soon to do so? They haven't really been threatened on their power. Or they haven't really threatened Fathom's power either. He's got 2 farms up with 2 gens on each. Not sure why they populated this closer one here. Just wanting to spread them out, I guess, because of the webways and things. If you put them all on one, they can webway it and lock it down. Shoot the boys. Did get their big shooters, of course, in the end. Getting messed up here. There's Ard boys on them. From the Warboss Global Bar. Warp Spider is level 2. Warboss is what? Oh, still level 1, big fella. Looter's trying to set up, but they're taking tons of damage doing it. There's the haywire again. On the war truck. Banshees. Oh, they're coming in. A little bit late, but they're coming in. Sluggers now have their knob leader, so they're a lot scarier. And they can reinforce off this war truck. Banshees going after it. Some rear armor hits. And there's the war shout. Oh, aiming what's that might have saved the war truck there. War shout allowed them to leave the sluggers behind them, but aiming what's that then suppresses the Banshees. And there's use your choppers. And they know how to use them. I mean, they don't need encouragement. I don't know why he even yells that. Seems to help though. 265 to 425. There's tier 3 for Fathom. And it is a Wraithlord for Chocobambus. That's a big risk, but could be amazing. Fathom can get a quick tank to counter it. Oh, it's Falcon now. I think that's a better shout. I mean, it's still pretty expensive at 95 power, but it's a great transport, especially if you can get that tier 3 shield, and it'll help shoot down the war truck. Has got an anti-vehicle weapon on it. Banshee's done so great. Been used superbly well by Chocobambus. Into level 2. Guardians also into level 2. What level are the sluggers? I can't check. They're inside the war truck. Warboss almost has a level. Just needs to shoot a Guardian in the face of it until it falls over. There's the sluggers. They're still level 1, trying to repair this war truck here. And this first fight, when the Falcon shows up, is going to be interesting. Can they haywire and Falcon down the war truck as soon as it shows up? It's got reinforced plating, but needs repairs still. Painboy just got in. We don't know when Fathom can see this thing. They don't have the vision we have. Surely they've seen it now though. There's that rear armor damage. Here's the haywire. Banshee's on it too. I don't think this thing's going to get away. Sluggers doing what they can. Painboy doing what he can, but the Falcon will get it done. There it is. And now they might be on the back foot. Chocobambus might be able to push through and get power down. Sluggers are putting up a hell of a fight though. The Banshees can reinforce off that Falcon. They've jumped inside of it now. Sluggers can't do much to it, so they don't try and fight the Falcon. Look at that crack shot on the Warp Spiders again. Pouring DPS onto the Sluggers. I always forget to look up how much damage these Warp Spiders do per model. Hopefully someone will tell me in the comments, because I always forget. But it's a lot. It's a good piercing DPS. Buffed by 30% by crack shot. Level 3 Warp Spider Exarch. It is a looted tank for Fathom to help fight, well, everything really, but it will help take down the Falcon, that's for sure. Fathom thought about grabbing the VP. Eldar are capping the mid. And you're going to eat at least one grenade, I think, big fella. There's heavy gauge. And there's the grenades. Could they melee with the warp spiders here? Look at that. 40 power melee DPS on that fella. Bloody hell. I think they could have got him, you know, if they meleeed with the warp spiders. I think they would have got him. Bit of a misplay there from Drogobambus. The wreck of the war truck will provide heavy cover while it's there, but it can be broken by stuff. There's the looted tank. Immediately getting reinforced plating. Gives him the boom gun and 200 more hit points. Very cool ramshackle tank. I guess it's a looted Leman Russ, basically. Hence the name looted tank, but specifically a Leman Russ. I think in a tabletop, I don't know if this is still a thing, but they could just like loot any vehicle and turn it orky, and it was allowed. I think I've even seen like looted Carnifex miniatures that look awesome. With an orc sitting on top, like steering it, and it's got like orky armor on and stuff. Did you level up, Mr. Painboy? Yeah, he's got the string of git source too. 24 per second for 6 seconds. And it gives him a little heal at the start. Pretty damn good ability. Drogobambus does go tier 3. No sign of power blades. Thought we'd see power blades when we saw that tank. Haywire into power blades, into Falcon shooty. And the Banshees. Need their Exarch back. In the south, big boom gun. Drogobambus saw it late and takes a big hit, but at least they were in retreat. Didn't see it that late. Warboss level 2 doing some capping. Looted tank is helping them really rule the battlefield here. They haven't gone back to the mid yet though. War truck on the way. Very fast cart indeed. It seems to be like only the Orc units have a description that makes sense in that blue text there. I remember Lulgrim, the modder from many years ago that did all the modding, was very confused about where it pulled that text from. I don't know if I wonder if they ever figured it out. So I know there are some very wrong descriptions when things are being produced in that blue text, 198 to 352, but not the Orks. The Orks know how it works. They instinctively know how technology happens, you know. Falcon with an energy field up. Do you still want to drive at the tank though? I guess it does. Here's the haywire. The tank is getting messed up. Maybe chuck some grenades on it, fellas. Warp Spider's having to teleport out, taking a bunch of damage. Falcon is trying to get it done. Painboy's on it. Sluggers are on it. Now they're on the Guardians. Falcon is still chasing. I think it's going to get it done here. I guess they did want to drive at it. Oh, wow. It's not. It stopped. It could have got that looted tank down, surely. I'm not sure what Drogobambus saw to make him stop chasing there. Did the Warboss get a claw or something? He hasn't got a claw. Didn't get it done. Looted tank gets away. Maybe they just simply lost sight of it. Didn't know where it was. Looked away for a second to control the Guardians, and then they didn't know where it was. They didn't want to go looking for it and risk the Falcon. This is a massive asset now with this shield. Used to be that the shield slowed down the Falcon, but now the Falcon is just slower by default, I believe. Sluggers run, but the Painboy did get the cap, and there's a triple for Fathom. And it's sitting pretty in tier 3 now. Gorgeous Warboss. Are you gonna... Yeah, just run interference on this stuff, trying to break out here, I guess. Still no webways anywhere. No real concerted effort to go for this VP. You got looters covering it. I guess they got fed up being tied up by the Warp Spider Exarch and stuff. Eldar getting a natural back, getting back onto the mid. Couldn't really run interference because of the Falcon and the Banshees. Together would have been too much, I think. There's aiming. What's that? Painboy gets in there. Warboss gets in there. What kind of melee does he get? He doesn't even get a melee damage increase with the custom shooter. Poor Warboss. There's a stomp. Strange animation on it, but it was definitely a stomp. And the Banshees pile into the Falcon. Well played, Choco Bambus. Here comes some commandos now for Fathom. And commandos solve all problems. Very sneakily sometimes too. How much are they again? 50 power. Sneaky infantry. See, we get a proper description there. Next time the Eldar get something up, I'm going to see if the description makes any sense whatsoever. You also get... See, look, agile melee infantry for the war gear. I don't know if any of the war gear has a proper description on it. I'm not sure if they never found out where that text is pulled from, or they just never got around to going through it all and fixing it. It must take a while. Relic couldn't be bothered to do it, that's for sure. How would Relic do things like that? 181 to 246. 2 to 1 cap for Choco Bambus. Sitting on the mid. The Falcon is doing an amazing job standing up to this tank. Maybe they should have got tank busters instead of the truck. They want the truck for the slugger support and delivery method, but they could just get haywire and falconed again. Here's the sneaky commandos. Very good at sneaking, and their knob leader gets a rocket launcher. And why are you capping, guys? So they know there's commandos here now. That was weird. Here we go. Half the shield gone on one rocket launcher shot. Orks gets in immediately. Does a special. He's got power blades now. There's the haywire. Orks Exarch got messed up though. Had to teleport away. Banshee's coming in. Where's the war shout, ladies? No war shout. They were just leaving. Could be a really important fight here. Warboss kind of sneaks through and gets the capping done. Those Warp Spiders do so much damage. It's so painful for the Orks. Doesn't seem like the Falcon wants to push through, and why should it? They've got the central VP. Although, Warboss says hello, standing on your natural VP with a boss pole as well. More health, more suppression resistance. Pretty damn good. Level 3 Warp Spider Exarch and a level 3 Warboss. Oh, was that friendly boom gun there? I think it might have been. Hard boys up on the Warboss there, 25% damage resist. Warp Spider's coming in. Oh, haywire into an Eldritch Storm. Has it moved far enough? It has. Oh, it still gets hit, but it didn't straight up die. Got hit a couple of times, I think, actually. Falcon doesn't want to go through though because of that rocket launcher. Pile them into the war truck and go after it. No, they seem happy to stand back for now. Don't want to risk a push through. 151 to 212. Central VP still red. Eldar are getting their natural back. Warp Spider trying to get it done, but here comes some sluggers. Can't teleport again. Sluggers got on them. The tank has got a bit of repairs, but still limping along. Level 3 sluggers, you know. Don't think you want to chase, no. Could chase with the commandos, I guess, because they can retreat. Now the Falcon needs repairs. Sluggers are in retreat, so we might see the looter tank drive back to base to get repairs there. What is this? It's Banshees. Look how fast they run. I just bashed the power, got level 3 out of it. Looters being sneaky. Hide the guns, I believe it's called. Ooh, Banshees might be able to just back off this suppression if they get shot at. No, they're going to move. They're going to reface. Or are they? What are they doing? There we go. That was weird. I guess Fathom's looking over here. 151 to 198. Double cap. For the Orks. Banshee's looking to get around. Oh, here comes a Warboss to help out. And as said before, they don't want to fight this guy. You spiky armor them and stomp them. And that alone might win in a fight. He's level 4 as well. We're up over 1,000 hit points. Commandos doing their thing. Haven't seen a burner bomb yet. There's Love the Backup. Awesome disruption over a large area. Commandos really can do it all. They've given up though. They did love the Daka and just stood there. Fair enough. Oh, looters have been caught. Fathom gets the VP back. Was it really capped? Completely missed that if it was. Maybe they decapped it quickly. While I was waffling. Looted tank is indeed being repaired by the sluggers. Oh, we got some Gretchens in too. And they are the repair crew. Can now repair at a faster rate with this upgrade. Don't really see the boys' hut used very much. I've noticed. I think Gretchens are a little bit expensive personally for what they do. Costing red and power. It's like 20 power, I think. And a chunk of red. Okay, you gotta be careful though, eh? Don't want them spammed all over the place doing lots of stuff. Piling in the war truck there. 151 to 160. I think Gretchens shouldn't take up a place in the war truck. You just stuff them in there. Just put them under other orcs' armpits and stuff. Don't need a seat. Oh, Banshee's almost died. Shoot 'em good. Can't quite get it done. Does he do more damage when he's using shoot 'em good? I thought he did less. And it says shoot 'em good. Sneaky Painboy. Painboy's been really good actually. Halfway through level 3, more than halfway. Gonna take some Eldar Pew Pew. And the Falcon, which is also being amazing. Coming in to help out. Almost gets the cap. I don't think you want to risk this. Mr. Painboy is risking it. And then dies. I wonder if he did his surgery already. On the sluggers or something. I'm not sure. 148 to 152. Chocobamba's been tier 3 for a while, I think. Just can't get anything rolling. Lots of reinforcing to do. Orc spiders teleporting in, messing up the looters, but they're going to be dealt with, I think. Commandos have some great backup. There's crack shot. Wasted there. VPs are pretty much evened up. Looted tank. Oh, he's found a Falcon with no shield up here. Couple more shots of that without the shield. Very, very apprehensive about sending it in full bore with a big boom gun shot. Those Guardians reinforcing off the Falcon, of course. Basic ranged infantry. There we go. That one makes sense. Oh, Guardians died. They did die indeed. Down to just 4 units now, Chocobambas, trying to fight against Fathom's at least 6. I'm not sure if there's anything else off the side there. Oh, the Gretchens, of course. The little Gretchens. Falcon's getting close to the Warboss and the tank. War truck, is there commandos inside this? No, commandos are back at base. Well, Chocobambas doesn't necessarily know that. Level 3 warp spiders. Here comes another Painboy. Sluggers getting a decap. Can Chocobambas hit back here? Gotta use some webway shenanigans, surely. Still looters over here. Gotta try to force them off, then put a webway so they can't see it being built. Easier said than done. There's the haywire. There's the pressure from the Falcon. Here's the pressure from the Warp Spider Exarch's power blades as well. Banshee's also trying to get in. How much different would this be if the Falcon chased back the tank earlier and finished it? Banshee's trying to get in on the shooters and the commandos. They're not using War Shout though, I notice. Was it already used and it's on cooldown? Are these new commandos? No, they're the same commandos, so they seem to have lost their Nob leader. Falcon levels to 3 now. Looted tank survives, also level 3. Warboss goes down. Banshees did some great work there. Get their Exarch back, and they're on the mid with some Guardian fellas. Need to get their natural back though. Banshees are going for it, I think. Sluggers piling out. Level 4 sluggers eat a grenade. Falcon trying to get the war truck down. That was a Painboy heal there. Down goes the war truck. Oh, was it a Painboy heal? I saw the little heal marker. It might have just been when they were retreating. Yeah, Painboy's nowhere near it. how much sustain the Sluggers had there, level 4, with the War Truck support. Burner Bomb, come on fellas. There's Love the Daka. Usually you see Burner Bomb thrown and then Love the Daka. But no burning. Saving it for something. Down to 5 VPs is Choco Bambus here. Can they get on the center? There's a boom gun shot. Got pretty good range, you know. Pretty good range. Breaks the War Truck remains. Need to put pressure on to get it off the VP. There we go. Haywire. Uh-oh, rocks on the VP. Doesn't really hit anything, but does stop the cap. I don't think they got their Haywire in. They couldn't get close enough. And now the Sluggers are back, and the Sluggers are a menace. Got to get back on that VP, Choco Bambus. There we go. Falcon continues to be amazing. Getting its way to level 4 now. There's the Pain Boy. Does not have Stronger Git Source or the implant stuff. There's Crack Shot Warp Spiders again. Should they have doubled up on the Warp Spiders? They can be deadly when they're doubled up. Especially with this liberal usage of the Crack Shot. There's a Haywire into an Eldritch again and again. It's dodged. Can they hit it though? Not quite. There's a 2-ton for Fathom, and I think that is indeed GG. Fathom gets it. Choco Bambus was not impressed with the Falcon, apparently. Could have finished off the tank when it first appeared. Really could have chased it through and finished it, I think. It was an awesome game, though. Warboss was down still, level 4. And we had a level 4 Warp Spider Exarch. Choco Bambus really struggled to get going in Tier 3. The Banshees were doing a great job, but they were losing a lot of models per fight. So was everything else, basically. All that upfront Orky damage. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.